What is the soul? What are the tendencies of this soul? What are the attributes? What are the novel characteristics? What makes it unique, if it is? And these are things I've been asking myself lately. And I've, in a lot of my discussions with my friends lately, I've been kind of getting their opinion, questioning them about it, seeing what they think, because it's something I wanted a satisfactory answer to, and I think I'm getting there. I'm not quite there yet, but this video basically is just going to kind of outline my conception of the soul, or at least kind of my first principle, the axiom of this kind of system that I'm trying to set up. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do. To understand something, it helps often if you understand what something is not. So what is the soul not? Well, first off, this is more general. I would say the soul is something uncommon. So something novel. It couldn't be something that is found anywhere else. And again, we're talking kind of, about a metaphysical concept, so this is abstract. We're kind of just playing with principles and attributes. The other thing the soul would not be, and this is the common answer of that people give for what the soul is, because it seems intuitive, it seems right, something novel. What's more novel than, how about your own personality? We have a tendency, I think, to believe that our personalities are so secure. We have a tendency to believe that our personalities are so unique, so special, when really, if I wanted to, I had the ability to, I could take away your desires, via lobotomy. I could divide yourself, give you multiple selves. If I were to damage or remove your corpus callosum, that's the kind of threshold between the left and the right hemisphere of the brain. So if you take that out, shit just the gates, you open the gates of hell, and you're then divided, no longer secure. What else can I do? I can take away your memories. Memories are what make us humans, our ability to reflect and introspect, make decisions off of our memories, decisions to love, decisions to hate, everything in between. What else? How about love? I can activate the centers of your brain that would make you love me, make you attracted to me. All these things are material processes. your memories, your sense of self, your desires, your impulses, your ability to function at all is all the result of material in your brain. Without the brain, there is nothing. There is no perception. There is oblivion. So religion, and that's that's the common answer that most people give when they answer, what is the soul? Especially religious people, because religious people have to believe in a soul. I'm sure there's sects of religious thought that does not agree with what I just said, and doesn't necessarily need the soul. Calvinists, I don't know if they believe in the soul, but they believe things are predetermined, which kind of flies in the face of the common idea of the soul and of free will. I guess that's the soul's most manifested action in reality, would be free will, which that's highly debatable as well, but I'm not really touching on that because, to be honest, I don't really know enough about free will to speak about it. But all these things, these are characteristics we attribute to the soul intuitively. It feels right, it sounds right, but it's not, as hopefully I demonstrated with the brain, kind of with the dissection of the brain, how I can make you do whatever I would want you to do. I can take away anything that makes you you. I can take away all function and leave you as nothing. So then, I still want to answer, right? I don't. So what am I left with? I want some sort of answer. I don't want the soul. I don't want to just leave it at that and negate it, because I try to be as optimistic as I can be, I guess. Not that seeing the reality of it and stopping there necessarily indicates violent pessimism. It doesn't. But I still wanted an answer, because there is something. There's things I believe in artistically, as an artist myself. Duality is the main thing that I believe in artistically, and I use that to come up with my conception of the soul. So, you've made it this far. I've spoken about the old model and why I don't believe in it. Now here's my model. It's kind of Jungian, I would say. So I think that the soul is a union of your conscious morality and your unconscious or subconscious morality. What is morality, right? Well, it's an impulse. It's an instinct, right? You feel morality's it's predicated on the internal expression of judgment. You feel something to be right or wrong, good or bad, hellish or heavenly. You feel these things. they're learned. You instruct. Civilization's main job really is to instruct and develop morality. But essentially morality is an impulse, right? And so that, to me, it's an impulse, and it's intuitive, subjective. That to me is so the marriage of your conscious morality and your subconscious morality, to me, is the soul. That is the artistic, that's the best artistic rendering of the soul that I can give. Again, I believe in it artistically. I don't think there is much merit. I mean, much merit for its empirical reality. I don't think that. I'm not going to be able to prove it. I mean, and I'm not trying to say that. Obviously, it's all still just material processes, but just I'm trying to set up a model to just maybe help observe and get insight into the phenomenon of, human existence. One book I've been reading lately that I'm going to do a video on, I'm almost done with it, it's been great, is Nietzsche's first book, The Birth of Tragedy here. And it's great. It's truly, truly great. And, one of his main points, is tragedy as an art form is a result of two forces, the Apollonian and the Dionysian. These are tendencies that ostensibly are opposite, but that synthesize with each other and form great, brilliant, moving art. So the Dionysian is the impulse. The Apollonian is the image. Music is Dionysian. It's impulse. It's immaterial. It's transient. It's there and then it isn't. Images, a painting, a film, they would be more Apollonian. They're manifestations of an impulse that you can observe and have a little more permanence than a fleeting melody. And I think that's useful to take that concept and apply it to the soul, my conception of the soul, right? The subconscious morality is, the dream morality. That is Dionysian, that is impulse, that is instinct. It is often confused and formless. And then the Apollonian, our conscious morality, is much more rational. It's a little more permanent, more consistent. But when you fuse the two, when you fuse subconscious morality with conscious morality, when you fuse Dionysus with Apollo, you get the soul. And from the soul, you get art. And from art, you get reason to continue to exist, continue to push the boulder and gives you a reason to continue to make memories, continue to make mistakes, continue to connect with people and with yourself. I believe that's all I wanted to say in this video. I got more coming up. I could keep going, but I want to try and keep my videos somewhere between 10 to 15 minutes mostly, and then every now and then roll out a 30-40 minute talk. But yeah, I've got a lot of opinions on Birth of Tragedy, Nietzsche's first, as I say. I had read about halfway through it a couple years ago, before I'd read any Greek tragedy or even any Plato or Socrates or anything. So I just decided, let me just put this down, I'll come back to it. And it's amazing. I think you can really see where Nietzsche's thought, you can see it originate, and you can see where it ends up. I got an idea, something I found in here that I think directly relates to just the whole notion of atheism. I think I figured out through this book where atheism begins. What tendency does someone have that then starts to lead them away from eternal subordination? I think it's in this book. So I'm going to do probably a 30-minute video, somewhere in that ballpark, speaking about Nietzsche and Socrates and Jung and Morrison, and hopefully it's going to be somewhat enjoyable. Hopefully this was enjoyable. As I say, I'm trying to construct a system for myself. And what better place to start than kind of, with the soul. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Leave comments. I'd love to talk to people and see what you think, and start a dialogue. I'll also do I've got a ton of books here on my desk. It's crazy. New books. So I'll do a little book haul thing soon. But yeah, just wanted to throw this up. I was in the shower thinking about the soul and thought, well, it's hot on my mind. I might as well sit down and speak about it. Hopefully I was speaking well and clearly, cogently. You're the judge, though, so you just comment down there and let me know. But yeah, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Leave a comment, and let's talk. Have a good one, guys.